pa akong hindi napupuntahan. What's this? Fishing? No. Yung treasure room.
You guys want to rest here?
Ngayon ko lang naalala yung treasure room. Doon sa castle. Yeah, we should go there first. Ayan, Otalina Castle. Yung treasure room. Ayan. Uy, meron kami sa library. Zephyr. Bold? What's up, Kebs? Naalala ko, Kebs, meron ditong ano eh. Kabal ba to? Kabalbalan! Meron akong hindi nakuha dito eh. Saan nga ba yun? Ayun na, Treasury. Treasury. Akala ko walang stream ngayon eh. Anyway, it's Freaky Friday, folks. Magandang hapon, tanghali. Oh, kay Kevin, kay Alan, Michael Calvo. What's up? Ay, lock pa rin. Saan library? Hindi rito ang library. Saan makukuha yung susi dito, Kebs? Armor lang ata yan. Are you sure about that? Nasaan yung library? Hindi pala dito yung library. Meeting room, entrance. Nasaan na yung si Saber, oh? Saber. Entrance plaza. Nasa barracks, etc. Ah, pupunta ang barracks. Eh, hotdog, Boss JP, na-receive mo ba yung link na sinend ko? Hindi ka nag-reply eh. Na-receive mo ba? What's this? No, orange gel. I'm full. Barracks. Keso Uwagan. Ano yan? Kevin Uwagan. Wala, Kebs. Puta. Hotdog. Ha? Hotdog. Oo, na-DL ko na, tiyo. Nice. Eh, hindi ko pa siya malalaro eh. Kailangan tapusin ko muna to. Masaya ako dito eh. Sasaya kaya ako doon sa hype na yun. Testing natin muna to. Tapusin muna natin to. Mga ilang araw pa to eh. Siguro a week or so bago ko laruin yung ano, yung sa ruin shit. Ano to? Eto pa. Kevin eh. Barracks daw ang puta. Stop quarters, pre. Here you go, here we go, here we go. Yan ang nilalaro mo ngayon, Boss JP. Ay, shit. I just called to say, puta. Naka-on pala yung aking, ano, naka-on yung aking preview. Baka mag-lag eh. Siguro 2 sessions ng 12 hours stream tapos na. Putang ina, 12 hours pre, sabog ako nun. Parang hindi ko kayang ano, laruin ng RPG yung ano 12 hours straight. 12 hours. Kaya ko kaya yun. Pero puta, tapos agad, no? Wala nang pero. Ano to? Shiny gold statue represent previous lord. Oh, ano yun? Ay, to. There are a lot of treasure presumably ordered and placed in the palace by Menation Chorva. Ay, ito. Elixir, legendary medicine. Okay. How about you? Cocktail dress.
And thus our strength yet grows.
Jabol ako, bili ako flashlight. Ooh! Na all my flashlight. Kebs, flashlight ko, Kebs. Ano na? Sampalin kita ng RE8 eh. Uy, hindi naman sunod-sunod na araw yon, isang araw lang yon. RE8 is real. Ang cocktail dress. Costume yon. Ay, hindi. Armor nga. Oh. Ano yung tsura nun? Meron bang ganon? Walang cocktail set. Ito maganda eh, oh. Simple lang, oh. Pambahay lang. Pambahay ka na lang muna. Ayoko nung nakaporma sila eh. Yan. Simple lang tayo. Ito si Loli. Yan. Balik na kita sa normal. Ito syonget eh. Okay na yan. Si Gay Boy. Ayan. Balik na lang din na si Gay Boy. Ikaw yan ka na lang. Magalit si Yana pag nalaman. Oh no! Ano? Mas nare-retain ko pa yung pinagsasabi mo kaysa sa lessons ko right now. Oh no. Sus. Wag mo ipaalam. Oh! Dapat ganon. Mali yung diskarte mo, Boss JP. Ba't ipapaalam mong meron kang ano? Flashlight. Kevin, nasa na yung flashlight ko, Kebs? Ano nga yan? Library. Merong quest sa library eh. Pero paano bumaba? Baba. Eh no, ang dami oh. Kasi yung library. Library. Asan yung library? Bruh. Yung malaman kung nasan yung putang ina library. Kana nga. Alis na kami dito. Punta na kami ng All Forest. Teka, punta muna ako All Forest. JP Uwagan. Kevin pa rin. Can I see my rewards? Woohoo! Matagal pa ba bago matanggal yung ano? Uy! Scarlet Inherent Cloak. Blue Inherent. Uy.
Look! It's all the owls we found. I guess this was their way of thanking us for finding them.
It looks like they're grouping up by color. Is that a thing?
Actually, the color of Dan and Owl's feathers is based on their maturity and their astral energy element. So maybe they stick to certain groups even if they all belong to the same kingdom.
Then I guess that means we can tell just how many owls we found in each domain.
I figured as much.
They seem to be saying something.
Maybe they're thanking us for finding their buddies. Then again, maybe they're telling us that we have more owls to find.
I think the Queen is protesting that they shouldn't put undue pressure on us.
Maybe he's arguing back that we're the only ones they can actually turn to?
Right. Which is why the Queen is worried about sowing any ill will with us.
We'll do our best, so don't worry.
Can you understand them?
Of course not.
Nanguulol
Just
lang,
for
gago.
some reason, when I hear them talk, that's...
Oh, well, I think you're pretty close to the mark at least.
Well, don't worry about it. I think that was a thank you.
Seems like it. From both of them.
Tangina mo.
Huh?
Gago, naiintindihan talaga ni ano. Naiintindihan niya talaga, tarantado. Teka, ano ba yung mga napulot natin? Ano? Costume na naman. Ocean Blue. Ay, ano nga yun? Ano yung binigay ba sa amin? Ito naman tayo. Ah, ito. iba naman. Balik ka ulit to sa armor mo. Ay, team. Yan. Maangas ka na lang ulit. Yan. Alis muna ako. Enjoy. Sige lan. Alan Uwagan. Enjoy. Ingatsu. Alansu. Uwagansu. Talca Pond Road. Doon pa lang ako no? Vicent. Ayan, sakto papunta dito. Alright. Yan. Talca.
We should be able to cook here.
I'm not cooking. Ano yun? Ayun yung nagbigay sa akin ng chorba. Okay. Here we go. Uy, ba't may malaki dun? Yun laking pek-pek. What's that, bro? Ay, hindi. Ordinary lang palang kalaban. Akala ko kung anong mainam na kalaban. Ay, okay.
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Airborne beast. My
Stalagmite. Be still. We got flyers.
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
All yours.
Rising Phoenix!
Be still. Mirage.
Let them learn to do it.
You're mine. Resonate with these.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that way.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
Mirage.
I mean, you're just still hungry. Do it. The next meal is on you.
Ano yun?
You got that. Swank.
Glacial fear. Here's evil.
Uy! Nagano?
I can do this all day.
Finish.
Freeze
Be
laser.
still. Rising Phoenix.
Now.
Demon Fang.
Ba't hindi pa nagpapalit yung tsura ng Demon Fang ko, Kebs? Akala ko ba pagka tumataas yung level, lumalakas? Parang hindi lumalakas, Kebs. Inhibitor. Crystal. Naka 2,000 na ata akong ganun. Hindi pa rin nagbabago yung itsura, Kebs eh. Niloko mo yata ako eh. Ay hindi, 1-4 pa lang. 1-4 pa lang pala. Sorry, Kebs. Hindi ko feel si ito yung matangkad. Hindi kita feel. Gusto ko talaga to eh. Si gay boy. Bakit kaya? Pakiramdam ko malakas talaga siya eh. Mas feel ko si gay boy kaysa kaya Shield Mama. Pero sabi naman ni Mark, okay daw yung finisher.
Some open space again.
Ay, ano yun? Bumalik ba ako? Bro. Oo, bumalik ako, tanga. Uy, shit! Tangina. May sigang nakaharang.
All right.
Let's stop it where it stands. What do you mean? Tutorial. Grow vines from the ground, ensnare enemies, effective on fleet-footed. Okay, pagka mabilis yung kalaban. Ibig sabihin mabilis yan.
There's nowhere to run from my art. When he slows down, that's our chance.
Kapag ka may green siya,
Prepare to be sealed.
mabagal. Okay. What's Lunar Ronda? Fast enemies like wolves, monkey. Okay, Dohalim. Basta takol nullify their evasive shit. I don't care. I'm strong. And I have AoE. I don't care about your... Ooh, puta. Ang tagal kong chinarge yung apoy. Uy, meron kami Uy, cross strike. One of my best.
Look sharp. Lightning thunder ready.
Lightning Thunder, motherfucker.
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad you're on our side.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Ano yan?
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Oh, shit.
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Pareha
Why
sila.
not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
History nerds.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Dan in history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
But of course. Crocodile Crusher. Ano yun? Artifacts. You can toggle each artifact effect. Okay, okay. You can now set additional 6 arts. Oh! 6 arts na. Oh, treasure hunter. All right. Wala namang pampalakas ng apoy. Pampalakas ng apoy. Napakarami naman kasing ganito ni Alpen.
I sense a
shit.
strange power from this. This should make for some good weapon crafting.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
Ginagawa niyo dyan? Ano ginagawa niyo dyan?
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Regret what?
It's like trying to keep up with a wolf.
Puta, ubos yung HP ko.
Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. Here I come. Into the shadows.
I'm on it.
Take
Bang!
now.
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Ay puta, hindi ko na i-cast. Gago talaga.
I can carve through armor. Here I come.
Here, let me help. Don't mind if I do.
Try this.
Lightning orb.
You picked the wrong fight.
Alright.
Gamitin ko lahat yan. Para ulo kayo.
Consider yourself finished.
See you continue on in that vein.
Yes, my lady?
Something you wanted to say?
I've still got a ways to go.
Uy, daming gold. What's this?
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't... It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but... I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave.
You're a woman, alright?
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think...
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
That's true.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danon, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danons in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danons in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for?
Nah.
Ayaw niya ng discussion eh. Kebs, nandiyan ka, Kebs? May dalawang karakter pa ba na makukuha? Para 8 sila?
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to
Kaya hindi tumatama. Ayan.
Yes, I need you, remember?
I'm not so good with airborne parts.
Come on! We've turned the tables on them.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back. It's over.
Get toasty!
Silver.
Bird strike.
Right, next one.
already on it.
Flaming thrust.
Let the marksman stand it down.
Flaming thrust. Rising Phoenix. Here I come.
Pangit talaga ng Rising Phoenix eh. I mean, Rising Phoenix eh.
Check out these biceps. Pretty glorious, right?
Why are guys so obsessed with their muscles?
Because these puppies have yet to let me down.
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blistered.
Ang baduy ng inuulit-ulit yung
I have
voice.
a really bad feeling about this.
I'm surrounded. Demon Fang. Burn in hell.
Here goes.
Demon Fang.
Razor Instinct. It's a duel of the arts. Dance in the wind. Air thrust.
Now
Got
I'm real
flyers.
mad.
I've got this. Let him marksman now.
All yours. Demon Fang. I'm on.
Healing done. That's my cue. Never miss.
Okay. Shut him down. I'll crush
Dapat pala hindi ko ginagamit yung boost niya. No?
Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw.
We're in the home stretch, guys.
What she said. Eyes on the prize.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
I'm a beast! Dami nito, pe. Except to, pe.
Glimmer Dragon. Demon Fang.
Now,
Tanghali sa'yo to, pe. Tanghali. You're a beast.
I think I'm getting stronger.
Ano yun? Bababa. Why am I here? Meron pa baba. Tunahin na natin to. Baka may treasure. Treasure.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I'm on. Burn. Here I come.
Do it! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life.
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Demon Fang.
Just getting started.
Explosive ring.
Mega ray.
Now.
Divine.
I'm on. Flaming thrust. More. Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade!
Lightning Thunderblade!
Nicely done.
But of course, Opal Mass. Ano pa here? Yan. I'll fight you.
Hi, Noodle! Let me help! First aid! Here goes!
No further!
Hit me!
This one's all mine!
Dance in the wind!
Four!
Feel! Here's
Try
the
this!
Eagles!
Infernal Fury!
Freeze Blazer!
Demon Fang! This is looking good! Demon Fang!
Leave the enemy's arcs to me!
You picked the wrong spot! No place here!
To stop you dying?
Right.
I can carve through armor!
Demon Fang!
Where are you going?
I'm on it!
Try this!
Eagle God! We are freaking invincible!
So those are Dan and
Truly are
Alpha.
strong. Something you want to say?
Not so long as you keep them pointed toward the enemy.
None shall escape my judgment!
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah!
Demon Fang!
Ako na lang kita ng Demon Fang.
Demon Fang!
Eh, gago namatay si
Stay away
Rinwell.
from my friends!
Hey, anyone else
Bitch.
think this might be a...
You're dead, bitch. The fuck? Pwede bang magic? Pwede bang magic? Can we use magic? Resurrection? May pagkagising niya.
touch too dangerous?
Ridwell's right. We should fall back to regroup and try again later. The design
No.
of this equipment is really interesting.
Mantle?
You must...
Kanino yun? Topaz Guard. Ito yan. Stone Tooling Mantle. Yeah.
really like it, Alphin.
The design of this chorba. What's orange gel nga? What the fuck is an orange gel? A CP, alright. Gamitin na natin yung orange gel para makuha natin yan. Ha, easy. Yeah. Fork in the road.
More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had that much time and energy on their hands.
Oh.
No fucking death! Burn in hell! Dragon Shell! Demon Fang! Try this! Explosive ring! Glimmer Dragon!
Primed and ready for the stop.
Come and face me! First strike! I owe you one!
I'm on a roll now.
Demon Fang!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart.
Well then, let's keep moving.
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's
We have reached the top. Ito hindi ko pa na ano. Next
all
one.
downhill from here. Quite literally.
So Mahag Sar's just up ahead then?
Indeed. If you look, across this mountain is the Lord's Keep.
Oh, red sage. Let's go. Maybe dagdag stats na naman si ano. Max HP. 100. Holy shit. Wow.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Karma! Lightning Thrust! Demon Fang! I'll take you all on!
Where are you going?
Lightning Thrust!
Lightning Descent!
I'll finish you well!
Demons Descent!
Flashing Fang!
Way to go!
Here's the evil! Not today!
Divine strength!
Demon
You made
Fang!
quick work of them.
Want me to pick up your slack there?
Just pointing it out.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
My fists are crushing it out there.
Kailangan kasi natin yung ano. Hey! Ano meron dito?
What a rush!
Astral Mass. Ay! Teka, ba't bumaba na kami? Ano ba something dito?
I think Hoodle's hungry.
Cavern. Or dito. Or dito.
Funny.
Dito muna tayo, sige.
I could have sworn that was your stomach making all the racket. What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know about that.
Uy!
If I had to guess,
Tao. Hello. Raging Storm Beak. Okay. Ano to? Dungeon? Inhibitor Crystal. Oh, kuhaan lang ng ano, item. Alright. May boss kaya dito. Get off me. No, no. Don't want to foy. Yan, mushroom. Copper chunky. Uy, may halimaw dito. Oh. Ordinary lang yan, diba? Ating special. Inhibitor. Sealed. Sealed. Up, up, up. Don't want to fight you guys. Get off me. What's this? Ay, putay na mo ka.
I won't forgive you! By the power of water! Mega ray! Arch field! Here, let me help.
Damn it!
Hey, look!
This one's all mine! Demon
Here I
Fang!
go! You're mine!
Here I come! Burn it
Now!
down!
If you bring the sky, it's mine! What she
Demon
said!
Fang!
Eyes on the prize.
that focus goes double for you, Law.
Me? How come I get singled out?
Now here's the evil!
Armor won't save you.
Freeze laser! Light
This
astral
one's
energy!
mine.
Eat this! Now!
You're done! Totally! In an instant!
Impact block!
There!
Demon Fang!
Air thrust! I'm ready for the next battle.
Oh, stun.
This might be some decent equipment.
Mage cloak. Decent.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
Yeah, sure. We're done here. Right? Para sa cloak. Good. Good, good, good. Meron din dito sa baba. Ano ba yan?
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
It's over!
It's not in your dreams.
I'll bring you back from depth abyss!
I'll tear you apart!
I'll bring you back from depth
Hey, when did I get so popular? Do it!
abyss! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Now!
Dragon
Shadow!
Wind astral
You're
energy
on!
blazing
You're
for
mine! It's over!
Sleep now.
You're mine!
Get on in there.
I'm all
You're
stopped
on!
up!
Demon Fang!
Here, let me help!
Art expert, coming through. Lightning condemned. Thunderblade. Dragon
Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire! Here I go! Escape with darkness!
Eat this!
I'm all stopped up!
take this!
Mega ray!
Now I'm in the group.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Maxion. Consider
I
yourself
still got a
finished.
ways to go!
Oh. ako dito eh. Sarap ng Demon Fang eh. Swallow Blade. Siya na lang Infernal Torrent ko ng Swallow Blade. Sonic Thrust. Rising Wyvern. Rising Phoenix. Ano yung Destruction? Wide swinging attack the edge with the ground crush. Oh. Hintayin lang natin ang Rending Chorba. Infernal Torrent. Mirage. Rising Falcon. Stardust. Ayun na pala yung gamit ko. Rising Falcon. Paano pa ba? Sige, bahala na. Bahala na. 300 lang. Ang mamahal na ng mga skills nila. Expensive na oh. Yan. Air pressure. Recover. Air pressure. Skill muna. Sword shield mama. Counter edge upon end. Ay, ito pala yun. Kaya pala may counter edge ako kapag ka may namamatay. Ooh. Awesome. That's awesome. Ito pala yung reason. Now I know. Oh. Ito na yung bayan. Ito na ako. Wag muna. Muna tayo sa may zigzag. Meron din dito. Labanan ko kayo. Oh. Hindi na pala. What's in here? Get out of there.
Hi, Doodle! Glacial Spear!
Get naman yung destruction. Puro pang keso yung skill ito.
Don't mind if I do!
Demon Fang!
Destruction! Destruction! Aray. Sabi yan dyan.
Sleep now. More of the stockpile. Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me. None shall escape our judgment. It's showtime. Light ass dance in the wind. In here.
Demon Fang!
Here, let me help. Do it.
Nothing has to beat me to it.
Gotta be quick, or I'll take them all myself.
Come like hell you will.
Eagle Fly! Demon Fang!
I'm sorry to be a boss.
We've all got enough on our plate.
Yes, ma'am.
Sa kalaban pala yung skill na yan. Mamo to. Mamo yan.
Him is the wind. Fury. Air drop. Right here, Kendo. Freeze Lancer.
All city to
Get toasty.
Bird Strike!
Style points lang. Style points.
I'm even stronger than before.
Wala kami CP. Ano yun? Tao. Okay.
Through the...
Nagawa mo. Tempest Stone. Need to spend CP. I mean, orange gel. Wala na, yun lang yun. Ano yung shit? Pero, saan ang daan pa? Ayun, ayun. Bakit kaya kami naliligaw? Mali ako ng lugar na tinatahak. Oh, dapat una yung town bago dito.
What's that big tower over there?
Ano? Puta, Torre ni Babel. Bago. Ginagawa ko dito.
We should be able to cook here.
Ang ginagawa ko dito, pre? Old tower and the ridge stand away long binabarang bazookas. So you know what you're doing? How would I know? Oh! Art spherical shell. A gale wing. Wow. Alright. Flare claw. Ayan. Malakasan ng konti. Refined. Oh! Ayos. Ground fang. Windswept main. Locked. Roofer. Okay. It's an upgrade. It's an upgrade. Okay. Pwede na. Nature's Beauty to. Taming Water. Taso ng konti. Oh. Wing Gauntlets. Ay, wala kasi ako nito. Ayan. Ay, sayang. Mataas yung flaming, pero ito sana wing gauntlets. Meron na. Required 1. 1. Dapat susuotin ko muna yung isa. Teka. Suotin ko muna siya. Flaming knuckles.
Impressed how well balanced this thing is.
See? Find rock one. Last one siya. May manage ranch na. Protect ring. Physical damage 20. Ganda to. Wind damage lang. Elemental. Ito maganda. Inhibitor. A resist ring. Plus inhibitor crystal. Wow! Ang ganda nito oh. Meron akong level 4 na ba to? Inhibitor crystal. Elemental attack plus 60. Oh! Ito maganda oh. Resist ring. May elemental attack plus 60. Sige. Ganda. O plus 50%. Warrior emblem. Ito maganda. Warrior emblem. Grimoire. Shonget. Paano ko pagkakanto? Attack plus 20 lang. Mahina. Magic emblem. Takina 120 penetration. What? Alexandrite. Protect rin. Pangit. Yung resist maganda eh. Ito merong 60 damage eh. Smackdown. Ano yung smackdown? All elemental damage minus 20. Ito nga, sige nga. Gawa ko na. Plus 60. Mukhang pangmalakasan yun eh. Uy. Shion. Chic. Oh, nice. Ano to? Spread. Beginner water art. Choose water from Chorba. Ito ganun. Palit-palit muna tayo ng gamit. Alexandrite. Hindi yan. Pero tayo resisting na malakas. Ay, bakit naka-block pa yung ano? Oh, parang hindi ko pa magagamit. Why is that? Resistor na maganda. I wonder. Bakit? Ba't ganon? Lucky. Let us see. Bakit ganon? Enhance. Enhance successor. Yeah, resistor. How do you unlock the... Ayan, okay. Now I know. I know. Inhibitor crystal. Yung mga maliliit na bato. Ayan, okay. Antidote. Yung mga mahihina lang to eh. Ano? Panas. Oh. Kailangan magsasacrifice ka ng mga ano, ng mga bato. Okay. I get it. Para makapag-unlock ka. Okay. Yan, nagigets ko na siya. Importante pala itong mga to sa madaling salita, no? Isang to. Bang! Solid eh. Wala rin palang kwenta yung mga pinagagawa ko kanina. Anyway. Tulog muna tayo.
Finally take a breather.
Diyan na ata airmap ko. Andiyan na airmap ko. Tapos more drop item. Rare ore dapat yan. Rare ore. I know she's there. I hear her. Who's cooking? Cut your range by 25 but boost effect by 50%. Hey, mother.
Hey, that actually came out pretty alright, don't you think?
Sabi mo na kay Lucky. Para alam niya nagagasisin niya. Mother needs operation daw. Apparently she needs 100k. Naman tayo maghahanap ng pre.
Kisara, let's talk for a bit.
Sorry for rambling on so much about my past earlier.
Don't sweat it. It was fun hearing you reminisce about the good old days.
Come on, you don't have to pretend with me.
Sinigang soup.
I know I can tend to go on sometimes when it comes to my brother.
You said it, not me. Anyway,
Anong
I
sakit?
don't think it's something for you to be
May ano
embarrassed
siya,
about.
may parang benign
Hey.
tumor lang
Alphen,
sa
when you were a kid, was there ever a time
somewhere
when
in her
you had to
not
bury
stomach.
someone younger than you?
Well, it's hard
Hindi
to
ko
say.
matandaan yung hindi ko matandaan
Guess only
yung
you have, though.
Yeah. During the previous crown contest, with the Lord before Dohalim.
exact na
Life back then
na
was
organ pero
truly
there's
hell.
some tumor. There is a tumor pala. Yeah.
I think that's why I tried to ignore what Miguel was telling me for so long. Because I was afraid of going back to such a dark time. Of losing hope.
It's just
I wanted
think
to believe
it's
in our
just,
paradise so
tumor
much
lang siya, hindi naman siya
that I
cancerous
doubted the
or,
one
so
person I should have trusted
it's no
most.
rush. Ang problema
I don't
lang,
blame
syempre,
Lord
don't have
blame
the money.
Dohalim for that. I simply didn't want to face
Maglilikom
facts,
kami, maglilikom.
and I ended up trying
May
to
ibang case
project my
na,
ideals
di
onto
ba,
everyone
hindi
else.
na ba need
It's
operahan?
strange.
Habang
Whenever you and
benign, need
Dohalim
yung
talk
kanya.
about Menancia, it's always
Mas
like it's some
magandang
big failure.
operahan kasi
We're talking about
eh,
fixing 300 years worth of
may
damage
something
here.
na nananakit sa
Isn't
kanya.
it a bit optimistic to think it was all going to be resolved after
nadidisturb
only
siya.
5?
I think
You might be right.
need na operahan yon.
Maybe it was a mistake when Menancia. No. When I decided to stop seeing the darkness in our society.
So, hindi siya pwede
I have to admit the
ipagpawalang
truth.
bahala, no?
To myself, first of
Didiskarte
all.
na lang kami kung paano kakamani para sa operation.
I'll take watch tonight. It's okay.
One problema after another.
Rise and shine. We're almost ready to leave.
Rather unfortunate. Buhay. Tatanong ko muna kung how much yung talagang need. Magkano yung talagang kailangan. Alam ko kung magkano yung fundraiser na ano ba. Kasi we have barely the money to
Not this way, I guess.
keep ourselves alive. Yun pang merong extra gastusin para sa inyo. Mga PhilHealth mako-cover. I don't know if she has that though. Sinasabi kong problem na mag-stem
Not this way,
nawalan
I
ako
guess.
ng trabaho. Kasi before I have I have a health card na has benefits like kung magkano yung gagastusin ng family if ever magpapa-hospital ganyan. Right now I
Not
don't
this
have
way, I guess.
anything. It's such a waste. Anyway, may ako na nga mo problemahin. Laro muna ako. Ayoko ma-stress. Anyway, magandang hapon pala sa iyo. Didn't notice you there. Alam ko kaya i-cover ng health ng mga anak yun. Pag wala work parents. What do you mean? What do you mean? Tikman ko. Tigil lang talaga, no? Sige nga. Isa lang. Tinanong mo yung doktor kung magkano yung aabutin? 200?
Di ba hindi nakuha nung sa butas-butas, parang nagastos. Butas ang sabi. Tinuro niya pa nga sa akin. Di buksan din. Kaya
Kaya mo ba kung operahan ba? Sa'yo. Kakaryo na lang natin yan. Kakaryo na lang. Boy pa naman di kakaryo. Ganyan kalaki yun, no? 5 centimeter kasi.
Buti nga napacheck mo agad.
Pwede i-cover ng PhilHealth ko? Talaga? I'll try to inquire. Putang ina, 200 pre. Tang ina, 100 nga eh. Inaano ko na sa sarili ko. Paano yun? 200,000. Pwede pang ano na lang yun. Pero kasi kami kilala what do you call that? Hindi, quack doctor. You can say quack doctor, pero albularyo, di ba? They believe in superstitions si Armat. Ano lang ako, hindi mo pwedeng kay ano na lang. Si Kakaryo, yung yung yun nga
We seem to have come across something a little
yun nga albularyo.
Brace yourselves. This one's tough. Demon Fang. Demon Fang.
Kailangan magkaroon kami ng cost estimate niyan, syempre. Kasi hindi lang naman yung opera and treatment yung kailangan mong gastusan, pati yung recovery, di ba? Kailangan mo pa ng yung mga kailangan na mamaya yung mga pagkain na hindi sa kanya pwede. Aside ng mother ko nagkakwak doctor talaga. Naniniwala sila sa ganun, no? Kasi they're Chinese family eh. Diba? Eh usually, mga Chinese, sila? Herbal medicines, mga ganyan, no?
You are in tip-top shape.
Soon as I'm done here.
Pake naman ba yung ibang kapatid?
Girl ever say no?
Could have been worse.
I think may pakialam yung mga kapatid ko eh. It's just that hindi sila built for sacrificial play eh. Hindi sila tulad ko eh. Yung ako meron lang ako itong mga gamit ko dito sa bahay. I have everything na ako naman yung nag-establish nito eh. Sa akin yung sofa, sa akin yung majority ng mga gamit dito sa bahay, everything that they use, everything. Sa kanila lang dito, pagka halimbawa umalis nga sila, yung kapatid yung pamangkin ko nung umalis yung pamangkin ko, damit lang kinuha. Kapatid ko pag umalis yan, damit lang kukunin yan. Walang gamit yan dito, walang pag-aari. No? Yung kuya ko pagka nahirapan, aalis lang din eh. Dati kinupkup ko yung kuya ko for years. Dami, tagal. Tapos naisipan niyang umalis kasi parang hirap siya na nakikita niyang struggle ako. Alis siya, damit lang ang dala. Diba? Yung ate ko, siya. Mabait yung ate ko. Pero syempre may sariling problema, mga sa buhay.
Guess I misread the
Pero
landing.
they're not for sacrificial play na as in. Ako kasi ginawa akong tanga yung sarili ko eh. I was hoping na na may maririp ako after ko silang tulungan, after ko silang i-took under my wing, pero wala. Hindi pala ganun ang buhay. Hindi porket nagsakripisyo kami babalik
Still
sa'yo.
thinking about how
It's
to
not
act
like
around
that.
Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or any... For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops. Sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you
Mag-research ka
mention
rin
it,
ng healthy
what do
diet
you guys
para sa
normally
mga
do for
benign
food and meals
kapitbahay ko
when
may
you're out and
cancer.
about on
To,
your
like
travels?
decade ago, nag-give up
What do
na.
you mean, what do we
Natural
do?
diet na
We
lang,
find
cancer
stuff to
survivor
eat
na
and
ngayon.
eat it. So
Ooh.
long as it's meat, I'm not
Ako,
fussy.
I'm really
Eating what you
confident
like can be good for
na
morale in the short
it's
term.
not
But you need to think
cancer
about your
related
diet
since
if you want
walang
to stay healthy.
walang
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that
walang
obvious?
cancer sa family
It
namin.
does, which I guess hasn't been
Ugali
happening
lang
up
ng
till
mga
now.
tao yung cancer.
Yeah, to be
pero
honest,
not really
we
the
could be eating better than we do.
sickness.
Understood.
or
In that
sakit
case,
itself.
I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and
Healthy
eating
pa
right
naman tong ermat
myself.
ko, basta may pera,
Fortunately,
healthy to.
I happen to know a thing or two
Hindi,
about
I mean,
cooking as well.
Ano, di ba?
You hear that,
may
Law?
gulay,
Sounds like you'll be eating your greens
fruits
after
and
all.
vegetables talaga. Ang meat na gusto niya, isda, mga ganon.
What is it?
Hindi naman
No,
siya mahilig sa
sorry,
mga
it's just-
baboy-baboy.
I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes, I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menencia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Parang hindi naman masyadong hit sa atin ng berries, no? Sa, ano ba ang common na berry? Ang alam ko berry, banana eh. Uy, hinihingay si ano.
Let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag-Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
Hindi ka makahalata,
I
Sheila.
don't need you
Basta.
fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Strawberries, blueberries, yung Welch na brand. Yan, lagi namin. Blueberry saka blackberry juice. Kami wala. We don't have that shit. Uy, si ano?
Been
Eh, no?
looking for you.
Yung magaling na swordsman.
Why?
Okay. Uy, puta. Sinaglit lang siya. Wow. Oh! Wow. Ang galing na ng teamwork nila. Okay, okay. BRB dinner. Sure, Will. Thank you very much for the
Who are you?
input,
Said you
Wilben.
were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you? Demon Fang!
Parang hindi tinatablan.
You paid for that!
Puta, patay agad si Lu.
Who the hell are you? Bastard!
This guy's not normal.
Speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
Demon Fang!
Here, it's too much.
Sobra naman yung tigas nito. Cheese, cheese lang.
Try harder! My turn!
Try harder.
Enjoy.
Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
Demon Fang! Try harder!
Try harder.
You're mine!
Ah, halos hindi tinatablan.
Now! I'm not done! Demon Fang!
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
Nope, that'd be
Hindi tinatablan.
Divine strength! Mega ray! Confiscated!
Entertain me.
Lightning condemned!
Halos mamatay si Shio.
Demon Fang!
Hindi siya tinatablan, gago.
My turn!
Lightning orb!
Mirage!
Raging cascade! Here I
Try harder! My turn!
Sleep now.
Here I come! It's over!
Take this.
I'll heal you
Demon
well.
Fang! I'm on it!
Enjoy.
Coming through!
Sobrang tigas.
Now! Scarlet
Ah,
Inferno!
ayun, tumigil. Sidestep lang, oh. Oh, shit. Ito tumambling kasama si Gayboy, gago. Oh, shit. Galing. Oh! Oh! Aray! Basag si Loli. Muntik na si ano.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die.
Oh, headshot. Ay, nailagan. Sa pool. Galing. Uy, nababasag na.
A wretch like you?
Ay! Gago, nasaksak.
Jihad!
ba lang nagpakilala?
Shion, wake up, please!
Alphen.
Buhay pa.
Shion,
Nakala ko
Thanks,
mababasag na
but
yung
you're
mukha.
kind of crushing me.
sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Bakit siya mayroong alaala?
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you look...
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed.
Oh, bakit siya
It
ganun?
seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. We've almost reached Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest. Hey.
Ano tayo napalado? Buisit.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain.
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but please, stop trying to babysit me.
It's not that. I just...
Fucking annoying. Shion. Bitch.
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah. This doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danons, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renin district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danon legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
Are you suggesting the Danons rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
Baka yung
But
may
if that's the
espada yung
case,
gumawa.
then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danons and Renins, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danons rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renins here,
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renin astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yeah.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe
Anak
I'm hearing
mayaman eh.
this. Are you telling me Renins can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renins like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
She's not a lord.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
Mold.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renins!
Did I say something offensive?
Gagawing
Next
unan.
time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
Gago. Tama ba? Diretso. Uy. Fresh eh. Oh, saan yun? Ayan.
Woohoo!
Look, Hoodle! One of your buddies!
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
of you, stop right there! Don't move.
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Danon leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
So you're Alphen, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
What, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quietly.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danons in this realm, is it not? If so,
Shut your
then...
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danons, Why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Oh. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of the show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you knew that. Maybe it's 'cause you and that little lady are friends and more.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danon's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Wings!
Yes! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any bright eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last bright eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Salamat kayo, hindi kita sinaksak. Animal ka.
Hey, wait up! Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
Locos.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Bayfon? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Este, Luvah forest, but that's it.
Este Luvah, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renans as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renans. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
Si Loli walang pinipili kahit sino eh. Basta Renan, galit siya.
I get the feeling Deadeye's signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danons we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the remnants out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
Dami naman.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan Lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell.
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind. Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
What's wrong? All right.
What the?
Hey.
Yeah!
Meron na agad.
Good.
All right!
Yay. Ooh, 210 SP. Let's go. Aha. Shockwave slash. Ano kaya to? Mid-air jump. Near death. Devastation. Critical damage. Near death again. Counter attack damage. Shockwave slash. Ano ko yan? Puro yun na lang natitira. Ano ba yan? Ano ba to? Increase boost gauge from enemy defeats. From enemy defeats again. Ito na. Saan ako? In. So, pangit talaga ng sounds na itong laro na to. What ugly sound. Long sword. I find Gilwyn. Lizard fin.
Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here,
I know. We'll make sure to ask what's wrong. Oh yeah?
Potatoes.
Right.
Hey!
Kisara's initiation. Rice, pepper, beef, and potato. Rice wala pa.
Yeah!
Beef din. May binibenta kang beef. Lemon jar. 2000 HP. To one ally. Wow. 5 lang. Happy. Ay, rice oh. We have rice. Saan nila to? Wala na, ang pera. Sell. Yun, dami. Boom. Oh. Yes, natin. Ooh. Nice.
Did we really just spend that much money?
Yes, we did.
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia.
Nabing magpahinga eh. Punyeta talaga to si yun kahit kailan eh. Saan ka pupunta?
Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
Fucking simp.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
He's a fucking simp.
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Saan siya?
The Luvah forest. Next time, pay attention.
Dito ba yun? If you go northwest instead, you'll eventually... Okay. Dito pa rin. Este Luvah forest. Mahagsar.
Ah! Got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Kasi wind nga siya. Oo.
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed. Mahagsar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Funny. Oy.
I won't forgive you! Vanquish darkness! Lunar corruption!
Demon Pack! Demon Pack! Demon Pack!
I'll end you! These ones can run right around us!
Gusto ko yung laser na yun ah.
Here goes!
In a bind?
Demon Pack!
None shall escape my judgment! You don't have to need!
Too fast! Stand back!
Do it!
I'll trip it up.
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
It's over!
Mirage!
We
Dazzle!
got on a roll now!
Rising
Who
Falcon!
wants to die next?
Infernal Turret! Here I come!
Here it goes!
Dazzle!
Let's freaking go!
Swallow Dazzle!
Annihilation!
Swallow
Here
dare!
is Leo Fury! Burning!
Blazing
Cascade!
Rising
Seal!
Sun!
Seal!
Infernal Turret!
Get on in there with the
Stunner!
others!
Eat this! Mirage!
Talon Hurricane!
Talon Hurricane!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Eyes on the prize, oh. Uy.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but frankly,
It's
they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
Oh no.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Masagot ka pa, ah.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly. I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
Pero
If
mabaho
you're
ka
sure.
na. Ha?
I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
Babaho nyo. Yan ang sinasabi ni Kisara. Nasaan yung who? Ayun, no? Ha! Spotted you.
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is...
This is insane.
I think Hoodle senses something.
What is it? What is it, Hotel? Malakas ang lagaslas sa tubig ah.
Why didn't the Renans take advantage of all of these ruins around here?
Glacial Spear! Pierce
I'm
Evil!
lost in pain.
Freeze Lancer! Gale Force!
Demon Fang!
Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil!
I'm not done! Destruction!
Freeze Astral Energy!
Destruction!
Take it! You got
Demon
you're
Fang!
mine!
I'm on it!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Glacial Spear!
And
Pierce
Demon
Evil!
Fang!
Lightning Condemned!
I'm on
Freeze
it!
Lancer!
Written tear! Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Gale Force! Ray!
First strike! Destruction!
Glacial Spear!
Crush!
Pierce Evil! Freeze Lancer!
Demon Fang!
Saan ang galing?
Gemini Handcuff!
Ah, kay ano?
Tear you apart! Here I come! Demon Fang!
Lunar Crossing!
You made quick work of them.
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Hi, Hoodle! None I never miss!
Demon Fang!
He's dead!
Dazzle! Not today!
Lightning Condemned!
Destruction! Demon Fang!
Hell now! Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Did you just hear me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
All safety here and now!
Law, get toasty!
Burn strike!
Right,
Get
next
toasty.
one!
Demon Fang!
Already on it!
Demon Fang!
I'll be
Damn it.
ready!
Here I come!
Freeze Lancer!
You're finished!
Now!
Demon Fang!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
We managed to pull through.
Managed to pull through. Ano naman na itong lugar na to? What? Ano yan? Ano to? Napakalawak. Langoy. Mackerel.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
Lettuce. Galing na ako dito kasi. Ito. Astral ore. Ito ba? Nagligis ka. Yan.
Is it just me, or is anyone else peckish?
Tayo natin yan.
Gotta break through! Demon Fang! It's on! First strike!
Dream.
Destruction!
By the power
Demon
of
Fang!
water.
To dust! You're mine!
Lightning annihilation. All right.
Ha?
Babae to ba?
Buntot niya, buntot, buntot! Sabi ko yung buntot eh.
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
This one.
An astral art?
That's my cue.
An astro?
Shut him down!
Get out of there with the other.
Demon Fang!
Oh,
It's over! Come and face me! Burn in hell!
Get out of there with
Demon Fang! Here I come! It's over!
We're thinning them out. Please.
now. Forward rhythm.
Hold up! Is this as valuable as I think it is? Who?
Nasaan yun? Where are you? Where is it? Saan yun? Sa taas siguro yun. Ay. Taas. Ito pala oh. Ang isda. Pero nasaan yan? Ay, pwede ba makiat dito? Ah, hindi. Hindi pwede. So... Daan po ulit. Sure, Captain. Thank you very much, Captain. Captain Kuwakis. Punyeta. Where is that? Nakakatawa kasi pakinggan ang puta. Ayan. Maybe it's here. Ayan. Alright.
Look, Hoodle. One of your.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Go, lightning is dead.
Can't get out of this!
Glimmer strike. Will this help? Photon. Raging
Got fire!
I've got it.
Now you see what I can do.
I really do it.
Demon Fang!
Astral energy.
Say no more!
Well done.
My turn.
Judgment.
You're on! Demon Fang! This one's all mine! Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
On a roll, man.
Destruction! Demon Fang!
Look sharp! Lightning Thunder Blade!
Lightning Thunderblade.
I think I'm getting stronger.
Yes, we are. Nakuha ko na to. Did we? Ikot-ikot. Ito lang ba yun? Ah, hindi. There's something, ano pa. Meron pa. Meron pa. Yan. Oy! Merong halimo sa loob. We're going to fight that. Holy shit. Let's go! Hoy, nagawa mo dyan!
I'm surrounded!
Don't mind if I do. By the
Demon
power
Fang!
of water. Sometimes the best
It can hide itself? Amazing!
Do it!
Demon Fang!
Astral energy.
Say no more! Got it!
Well done.
Demon Fang!
I'm not getting stuck.
That freaking does it! Demon Fang!
Dragon shell. Where are you going?
Shattering? That freaking
I'll
does it!
heal you all. Raging cascade. Healing.
Oh shit!
From here. Let's see how you handle this. Deus roar. Photon
I'll bring you back from
Oh, kisay ako.
Thunderblade. Resuscitate. I'll heal you all. Raging
Not done yet! Demon
Here,
Fang!
circle. More for the stockpile.
Glacial spear. Now see that you don't get in trouble again.
No more flame knife.
Demon Fang!
I can carve through armor.
Burning strike. Wind
Take it!
after
You're kidding!
Let's tear him up.
Demon Fang! Try this!
It's time to finish this!
Ooh, taray.
Consuming wildfire!
Sometimes the best
Demon
way to
Fang!
happens to swallow too. Here's a healing circle.
Try
That'll
this!
show you how
confident.
just how strong my
pay
arts
for that.
really.
Putang ina, patay si Shion agad. One hit lang.
Ready to go.
Why'd you heal me?
In here. Coming through.
Right.
Spear. Here's evil. Freeze.
Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Here's a healing art.
Burn in hell!
First aid.
Demon Fang!
Raging
Demon
cascade.
Fang!
Sleep now.
Eagle Fly!
I'll be
Can't
saving
get out of
this.
this!
Mega ray. Watch
This is looking good!
far enough.
Demon Fang!
I'll heal you all. One at a time.
Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Now I can let loose! Eat this!
Dance in the wind.
Demon
More
Fang!
air.
Now you see what I can do.
Photon blast. There you go. Don't let up. This one's mine.
Eat this. Enough.
Ay, gago. Teka.
Stay away from my friends! Demon Fang!
Right there.
I owe you one!
Wait.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
The picture of hell.
Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Hey, that. None shall escape my judgment. Streak.
Demon Fang!
Ray.
Try harder! Now!
Try hard.
Demon Fang!
Sight.
Dazzle!
One more. Wind after mega ray.
Rising
Let's do it.
Just getting started! More! Look sharp!
Oy, nag-kills ka nun. Say, Carly, what's up? Yeah, I did. Pang ilang araw na din.
Stronger.
Oh
Kasi
yeah? Think you could beat me at arm wrestling?
Well,
I
I'm
only
not beating you.
play
Right. I'll just
2
go
to
on
4
ahead.
hours a day ng ganito, RPGs. Blade of Sealing. Massive sword. Oh. Oh.
That treasure. What a sweet sounding ring it has.
Yeah.
You really think so?
Is it a weapon for me? I know. It's not. Oh, that's so sad. What is this? Ah, wala. Kulay. Gusto ko manood kaso backlog ko yan. Iwas spoiler. Hindi mo pa nilalaro. This is really good. No, I suggest you play it already, Curly. This is really good. I recommend it. I enjoy it so much. Did we? No, we haven't got it. Saan mo siya lalaroin? PC? Sa PC mo siya lalaroin, Curly? I wanted to play it on
Mahag Sar,
PlayStation.
A land where the winds scar, and the
Kaso,
clouds stretch far.
pinigilan ako ng kaibigan kasi
Reciting a poem, apparently. Just let him be.
30 FPS lang daw siya sa PlayStation 4. PC na lang para medyo cute. 60 FPS. Ay, ano to? Thanks for dropping by, Curly. It's been a while. Lechugas. Geronimo. Tayo doon. Enjoy loads. Fan ako ng Tale series. Back up sa PC dahil nga sinabi mo na frame rate. Yeah.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
Saka wala din kasi akong pambili kung sakali. Gusto ko sana sa console para may remembrance yung bala. I mean, may physical copy ka, di ba? Ako, I've been a fan, pero nung early days pa sa PlayStation Tales of Destiny, if you remember, yung PlayStation 1, Tales of Destiny, Tales of Hearts R sa PlayStation Vita, and this one, ito lang yung mga nalaro ko. Yun lang. Haven't played Berseria, Vesperia, and Zestiria. Pero ano they're recommending it to me na laruin ko kasi
Your
maganda
power
raw.
is a spectacle
I
to behold.
imagine things.
I will try
There are
to
a lot
when
of
I
big
get the
symbols in
time.
this area.
No, I noticed that too. There's plenty of
malaki din,
food and water to go around here.
Bakit dalawa yung ganito kalaki?
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Reload!
Take this.
Not in your dreams.
Ay, pucha, wala nang HP agad yung kasama ko.
Careful.
What?
He has some kind of camouflage.
Mag-heal siya, heal it.
A new leaf of life.
Oh my god.
I'll fix you up. Lightning death.
Oh my god, low.
Does it? Thunderblade. I'll bring you back from this abyss.
You picked the wrong fight.
This one's mine.
Mamamatay ako. Wala na ako HP.
Thunder field. I can't hold on much longer.
Demon Fang. Demon Fang.
Lumayo kasi tayo dyan pagka meron siya. Ayan. Lason.
Demon Fang.
Lack astral energy. Lightning condemned.
Take this.
Masyado ko mabilis.
Demon Fang.
Thank you.
Demon Fang.
Expert, coming
Mamo yan.
Stay away from my friend. Demon Fang.
Air thrust.
Destruction. Coming through.
Ano ba yan, Lods? Manlalayag na version? Okay din yung Berseria kaso may mechanic na bida doon na masyadong OP.
Demon Fang.
Naglayag lang ako, tol. Wala kasi akong pera pa eh.
Demon Fang. Try harder.
If I had the money, I would buy it on console talaga.
Thanks, Kisara.
Ay, shit! Fuck! Oh my god. I died.
No more
Please.
Miss Nice Girl. Lightning condemned. Thunderblade.
Please revive me. Please.
Energy. Raging cascade. Here's the evil.
Ay, teka. Wala tayong CP eh.
Photon blast.
Get off. Get off. Why am I...
Demon Fang. First strike.
Why am I recasting over and over again? Kasi wala tayong CP. We need CP.
Leave the enemy's arms to me.
Demon Fang here.
This one's mine.
Demon Fang.
Shit! Ayun.
Let you all down.
Kahit kailan ka talaga, ang payat na itong isa eh. Laging namamatay. Pati ako patay eh. Lagi.
Thank you.
Fang.
I should have kalakan nila.
Demon Fang. Burn. Demon Fang.
By the power of water.
Try this.
Well, I'm impressed.
Mamoto!
Lightning condemned. This ends now.
Consider
Ano ba
yourself
yan?
finished.
Berseria pala yung sinasabi mo. Hindi ko alam kung ano yung sinasabi na maganda. Zestiria or Berseria.
This should make for some good weapon
Anyway,
crafting
Tales naman
material.
yan. Mukhang either of them, no? Maganda. Uy, may may camp.
You guys want to rest here?
Haven't seen it. Oh. Can we forge new weapons? Uy. Hindi pa pala. Sad. Ito pwede na. Ground Fang and Sturdy Megabone. Yeah. Let's go. Ito naman. Blackthorn. Ito wala pa. Lizard Fin. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Wala pa. Cannot. Accessories. Wala pa kasi babadoy pa yung mga ano ko gamit ka. Yan. Witulog. Witulog for now.
Is there a reason you're looking at me so intently?
Shion's kind of turned into the local fashion critic in our group.
So this is what lords like you wear. Certainly looks the part. I can tell at a glance what high quality everything is.
It's not often Shion's that impressed. You wear a lot of rings too, don't you?
They were a gift, purchased rather cheaply, or so I was told.
What's your definition of cheap exactly?
I believe it was around 100 to 200,000 gold.
What? If my wolf head cost 10 gold, then that'd mean... Holy crap! They cost 1,000 times more?
10,000 times more.
If he sold those things off, I bet he could build a damn mansion with them.
At the very least, he'd never go hungry the rest of his life.
You're all beginning to sound alarmingly interested in my rings.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow! Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go
Kaya
so far
pala
as to
siya,
say I
ano,
like
shield
it,
mama.
but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me.
Kaya pala ganon.
Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Si Dohalim yan.
That may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Danan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dana, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Danan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once.
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shut.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Fire Master core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because
Lord
Shion has
Shion.
embedded the Fire Master Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim,
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danans and the deaths of Renans.
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Tahimik na naman si Loli. Oh.
Little late for that.
Shut up, Loli. No one wants to hear from you. Hoy, roasted chicken. Dark mark. What's a dark mark? What's a dark mark? What's that? Alphen.
That turned out good, if I do say so myself.
Pero ano yung dark mark?
Hey, what's the smoke? Is it an enemy attack?
Seriously, it's making my eyes and throat burn. What the hell is going on?
Yun yung dark
It's
mark?
probably some sort of gas. Try not to breathe it in as much as you can manage.
gas? Those cowards!
Isn't
Parod
this
mo na
just
Tiger
cooking
and Bunny
smoke?
Lods na ko lang narinig to.
What
Ano
kind
yan?
of food makes your throat burn so bad just from
Ano
the
yan?
smoke?
Ano yung Tiger and Bunny?
I believe Alphen is...
They're trying to gas Alphen?
What? Those sick bastards! I won't let them get away with this!
Calm yourselves and listen. I was simply trying to say that Alphen is the one cooking.
Oh?
Maybe I should throw in some more spices, just for that extra kick. Yeah, that'll help. Think I'll turn up the heat while I'm at it, too. Oh, crap. The spice is burned. Well, at least the meat's coming along nicely. All right. Now, I just flip it over, and then...
Hey, Alphen? What are you doing over there?
Anime 2011
Oh,
na
Sheila.
pinalabas.
Perfect timing.
8 rating.
I
Okay.
actually just finished roasting up a chicken.
Tiger and
Call
Bunny.
everybody over so we can eat together. I used a ton of spices, so it's got a good punch to it. Might have overcooked it a little, but it should still taste good.
I'm starting to understand why your food always tastes so damn spicy now.
Hasn't anyone told him that it is actually possible to have too much of a good thing?
Check ko yan,
If
Will.
that's the taste he
Hindi ko pa
truly
nakikita
wants,
yan, eh.
far be it from me to
Cold
contradict.
bantutan
His
ba to?
cuisine is a rather delicate
Gabs.
repast.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
Hey, you
I noticed
lolly.
you haven't been training
What
Hulu
to?
lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
Ay, nako, Kevin.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Lolicon si Kevin.
More than okay, really. It feels natural having Hoodle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We
No,
all
no.
support and take
Sakamoto
care of each other
san.
in our own ways.
Maganda yan.
It's starting to feel like we're
Sakamoto.
almost a family.
Yan wala nakakatawa, ano?
I hadn't
Will,
thought of it
bagay
like
sa'yo
that.
yan. Maganda yan.
So does that make you
Sakamoto-kun.
everybody's dad?
Do I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Shion is the big sister. And Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's
It
more
was
like,
more like
an
an
uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well, Hoodle took the little brother role. And Law's definitely not the dad.
Pet dog.
This is hard.
18 na si ano?
Oh!
Si
Law can be
Loli?
the pet dog.
What?
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Pervy Angka.
Of course they do. If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I
Fucking
like it
Loli.
so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hoodle for a bit. Good night.
Now closer to Rimwell. How close? Infernal Tongue. Recover. Iron Cleaver. Ano yung Infernal Tongue? Plus 20 attack. Key of Prevention, maganda.
I want to go back to bed.
Taing yun. Ordinaryong kalaban lang yun.
There's something in the water.
Ayoko mangisda. Ordinaryong kalaban lang pala yun. Why did I even go here? Bullshit. Bullshit. No! Holy fuck. Babagan din na.
I'll heal you all.
Dragon Shout! Demon Fang!
Photon Slash. Healing
Demon Fang!
in here.
There you go. So much for sitting this fight out.
I'll crush you!
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I'm on it! Demon Fang! It's
Laser
on!
spear.
Demon
Where's
Fang!
the orb?
Ignite! Try this!
I never miss.
Demon Fang!
Oh! Gago, namatay ako.
I'll bring you back from death to this.
Nice while it lasted.
Not done yet!
Rimwell po tayo na umalis ka kasi dyan. Bakit kasi siya tumatabi?
Demon Fang!
Raging cascade.
rin.
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop
Gago
it.
ka.
Now you see what I can do!
Try this!
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Kaya na talaga si Loy, no? Payat eh.
Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Demon Fang! You picked the wrong fight! Demon Fang! Blow away! Explosive ring!
This one's mine! Vanquish darkness! Here's a healing orb!
Denied!
First aid!
Ulo ka.
Glacial spear! Here's evil!
Try this!
Eagle fly! Freeze laser!
Explosive ring!
Shattering it! Now I'm real
Here
mad!
goes! Lightning condemn!
Armor won't save
Power
you!
the caster! Here, let me help!
Demon Fist!
Now! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Cheese pa. Inihintay ko lumakas, Kebs eh. Sabi mo nagbabago yung itsura eh. Eh, paborito ko dati yung Air Slash sa Star Ocean. Parang parehas siya ng Air Slash eh. Kaya ini-spam ko. Air Slash. Lavender. Attack. Oh, plus 10 attack. I'm strong. May nakita ko anime, Shoujo Ramune. Hindi yan anime. Parang maganda bida, may candy store sa parang province sa Japan. Puro bata customer niya. Hindi yan anime, Wilben. Don't. Just don't. Hindi nagbabago gago ka, sinabi mo nagbabago corny. Kaya pala 2,000 na wala namang nagbago sa Star Ocean, puta. 1999 pa yung laro na yun, pre, pero nagbabago yung itsura kapag matagal mo nang ginagamit. Tangina, 2,000 beses ko nang ginamit to. Walang kwenta eh. Pa yan. Bale. Wala na bang ibang gano'n na may ganong panira din? Total, hinahabol ako ng boss kapag laban. Kaya titira-tirahin ko na lang siya ng gano'n. Yan, akala ko may value yung mga yan. Wala pala. Malaki lang talaga sila. Ano yun? Oy, ginagawa mo dito. Yan si Kevin, sigurado paborito yung Shoujo Ramon eh. Loligon yan si Kevin.
Pretty tasty.
Yep, we can fix that new recipe with it.
I
Uwagan.
eagerly await the final result.
Kevin Uwagan. Trip mo rin yung ganyan, Will? Parang PTHC yan eh. Hindi masyadong fun eh. Ay, putang ina mo.
No choice! Demon Fang! Demon Fang! You'll pay for that!
Kung ina, winahan hit si Lo.
My judgment for coming through! I'll be saving this way! I'll bring you back to this!
Ah, shit.
Be still! Stardust!
I'm healing! Hold together!
Inispam eh.
Coming through! Ha! Now!
Full gameplay ng Tales of Arise. Puro cutscenes sa gusto ko rin yung mga games. Pero ayoko lang rin. Papanoorin ko lang. Yeah, full movie ang kung tawagin. Mga video na full movie. Mga cutscenes lang.
Where are you going?
Demon Fang! Lightning thrust! Ready and ready! Rising Phoenix!
Now you see what I can
Demon
do!
Fang! It's too much!
Thank you.
Demon Fang!
I'll crush you!
Pangit yung gantong kalaban, puta, masyadong matigas. Tapos wala naman kami mapala.
Eat this! You're done! Now I'm in the groove!
Akong help mo.
Now I
Ayan.
can let loose!
Ay, gago ka. Umamatay ako.
Hey, that...
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Masyado kong mabilis eh.
Demon Fang!
I'll heal you all.
Take this!
Oh my god. Fucking annoying. Alpen's always dying.
Demon Fang! Stay away from my friend! No escape!
Dapat din na nilalabanan to eh.
I'll bring you back.
Wala naman silbi to eh.
Demon! Demon!
Puta naman lo. Ano ba?
This one's all mine! Burn!
Sleep now. I'll heal you all. Get on in there with
Demon Fang!
I can't heal you forever.
Demon Fang!
Here's your spear. Here's the evil one. Far enough. I'm ready.
Demon Fang!
Here's a healing art. I never miss. Sword.
Dazzle!
I'll heal you.
Ay gago.
Good! Demon Fang!
Cover the caster.
Thanks! I'll smash you! It's over!
Come on, roll.
Demon Fang! Totally! In an
That's it.
instant! Impact Claw!
Meron yan maganda nga. Tales of Cesteria animation. Tapos sa
Anyone
buwan ng
else
laro.
think this might be a
Talaga?
touch too dangerous?
Ridwell's right. We should fall back to regroup and try again later.
Ano ba yung bet nyo pre? Ayaw mo pala yung Zestiria. Berseria ba yun? Yung sinasabi niya maganda. Tales of the Abyss, PlayStation 2, tinamad ako laruin. Pag nood ko lang yan, 3 episodes quit na. Tain ang yan. Tales of Abyss anime, maganda din 25 Fs. Parang nakita ko na yon. Tales of Abyss na anime. Download ko nga yan. Para may mapanood din. Wala rin ako mapanood. Tangina yung Blue Chorba na pinapapanood pala ni Carlo. Artist no? Tangina niyan. 8 episodes deep na rin ako eh. Tara. Tales animes, okay. Kompleto na, no? Ang pangit na anime yung Tales of the Abyss. Hindi nagustuhan ni Tanda. Rather unfortunate. Wala na ako CP, no? Inaubos ka agad yung CP. Gago. Ang ginagawa ko kasi dito, ba't ang lawak ng lugar? Ano to? General store? What? Ay putay naman.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Maganda yung manga.
Let you all off!
Puta, lumilipad lahat.
Here I go.
Demon Fang!
We're in the home stretch, guys.
I'll crush you!
Namatay na naman ako.
Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Here's the healing art.
Alis. Yan.
Stand back. I'll trip it up. No further.
Reload.
Demon first
Sleep now.
I'm not done. Try this. Explosive ring.
Chinese Cleaver Dwell.
Crush. You're finished.
Do it.
Demon Fang. Now
Ay, nawala.
Hey, now see that you don't get in trouble again.
Ayan. Baka may dinabi sinasabi mo yung pangit na anime.
Look what I just found.
Ara. Maganda yung manga nun. Alam yung blue shit, napaka life changing, nasa 60 chapter pa. Tales of Arise Tagalog dub. Tangina ako na mag Tagalog dub pre para maganda. Tangina Tagalog dub, gago. Asan na yun? Sabi may general store.
You got company. Glacial Spear. Here's the Lord.
be still. Burn in hell.
Blaze Lancer.
Demon Fang.
Dust to dust. Primed and ready.
Strike.
Where are you going? Fake with
Where are you going?
Corruption. Lunar Blast.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
I'm not done. Demon Fang. Strike.
Here's the evil.
You're finished.
Whirlwind Snap.
Destruction. Demon Fang.
Corruption.
Do it. No escape.
Raging Cascade. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Ako mag-voice actor kay Alpen.
With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
Yeah, right. Fucking simp. Wala naman ah. Sabi lang may general store. Ano ba meron dito? General store daw. Wala naman ah. Kev, bakit ganon? Bakit ganon? General store daw pero wala naman. Pwede ba malaglag dito? Hindi rin. What the fuck? What the fuck? Ano ba yan? May manga Tales of Arise. Grabe ang haba ng cutscenes ng Tales of Arise. 15 hours total. Legit ba yan? Oh, most likely. Oo, totoo yan. Ewan sa Arise pero yung old Tales may manga. Kasama ata mga banters. It should be. Kasi tingin ko gameplay nito ang sabi nila 40 hours daw eh. Pero based on experience sa mga RPGs, 50 hours talaga. Most likely 1/3 nun story pa lang. Kung hindi ka nagka-cut ng mga ano ah. Banters, yung mga usap-usapan lang. Mga nag-uusap lang yung mga party member. Ang napanood ko yung anime nang hindi ko natapos yung laro, yung ano, Persona 5. Persona 4 na anime na napanood ko. Oh, 40 hours yung full gameplay. Nakikita ko kasama grind.
A victory for the ages.
Wala, parang hindi naman to kailangan i-grind. Though, if you want an easier ano, baba ng XP ng ano eh, ng mga grind ay ng ano dito eh, ng laban eh. It's not worth the grind. It's not worth the fucking grind. Ayun oh, meron dun oh. Ah, dito. Ito muna kami. Persona 4 anime solid yung dub. Oh, maganda yun. Oh, importante na yung banters. Di lahat kompleto sa cutscenes kahit saan naman. Yan, yan. Importante yung banters kasi makikita mo yung interaction nila towards each other. Makikita mo kung ano yung ugali nila, parang ganon. Na hindi naman masyadong nakikita sa mga cutscenes lang. Ayoko nang lumaban eh kasi wala naman ako napapala doon sa mga laban. Walang kwenta yung laban dito. Baba ng XP, mababa yung SP na nabibigay. Walang kwenta. Is it here na dapat nandito kami?
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Ay? Dito ba kami dapat, Kebs? Parang dito ba dapat ako, Keb? Tang ina blue, yan yung blue period, tang ina.
In a big town bustling with people back in the day.
For crown contest participants, places such as these are but vectors for the astral energy they pursue.
Blue period. Ay, puta ina mo.
Go no further!
Gago yung blue period na yan.
Here's the lightning condensed! Thunder Ray!
You're mine!
I never miss!
Demon Fang!
Shining Supernova! Dance in the wind! My judgment! Sleep now!
I'll finish you here and now! Demon Fang!
Crumble! Thunder Field!
It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Hear me! Flame of Fury!
This one's all mine!
Lightning
You're
Orb!
mine! Demon Fang!
You're mine!
Dust to dust!
Air!
We
Ay,
can
na-crash
really
mo ba
make
yung trap
weapons
dun,
with
Lods?
this?
Gago. Si Ryuji, no? Putang ina Ryuji yun. Gago eh. Uy, naguho. Saan yung... Uy, puta ina mo, nalaglag.
Guess I misread the landing.
Ice cream. One Piece nga, panoorin ko ulit pagtapos lahat ng episode. What the fuck? Ah, na-remind ka ng college days mo. Ba't nagbabakla ka ba nung college days, ano? Kebs?
Hey, look at that enemy! It's shining!
Sino yung shining? Oo nga,
I
no?
think Hoodle's hungry.
Oo nga, no? Why are you shining? Kaya labanan natin yung shining Pokemon.
Funny. I could have
Shining Pokemon.
Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Not in your dreams.
Glacial Spear.
That's wicked does it! Here I come! Demon Fang! Demon Fang! Eat this! Exploding Ring!
The tide of battle has turned.
Can you take care of them?
No sooner set to rest than comrades in arms.
What? Too sentimental? Prepare to be seized. Actually, sound is more appropriate.
In an instant!
Hitman Reborn. Luma na yun eh. Struggle mo, hindi mo alam gusto mo gawin sa buhay mo. Ah, okay. Yan ba yun, Kebs?
Glacial Spear. Pierce the evil.
Akala ko yung tungkol sa pagmamahal ng kapwa mo lalaki, Kebs eh. Yung inuwan hanggang umaga, tambay sa bar. Ah,
Still
okay.
got a ways to go.
Yan ba yun, Kebs? Totoo ba yun? Akala ko mga Ryuji moments mo, Kebs eh. Okay lang yan, Kebs. Makakahanap ka rin na magmamahal sa'yo. Joke. Yeah, one at a time lang tayo. Sisimulan ko na yun. No? Tales of Arise mamaya. Hindi nag-click sa'yo Hitman Reborn. Ano nga yung palabas na parang naglalaban-laban sila, Kebs, tapos meron silang kanya-kanyang powers, tapos yung sa kanyang power niya, ano, basura. Ano ang pangalan ng anime na yun? Or lang. Uy, inhibitor crystal. Gusto mo spoiler? Mo na spoil, Kebs. O kaya pwede na yung shoujo ramune mo, ano, Will. Loopweki! Yun. Classic. Loopweki. Uy, Sonic oh. Mga hedgehog.
Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Eagle Fly! Into the shadow! Their hide is thick as armor.
It's time. No armor. Stop me.
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Demon Fang!
Here's a healing art.
Coming through! Now!
Dapat pinibreak ko pala
Scarlet
muna.
Inferno!
Mahina
I'll
tuloy.
heal you well. Art expert coming through.
Demon Fang!
Healing strategy testing.
Demon Fang!
I'm sorry to be a father.
We've all got enough on our plates.
Yes, ma'am.
Destruction! Be still! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Let's talk
Aray,
more
aray.
public.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Demon Fang!
Do it!
Demon Fang!
In here. Mega Red. More for the stockpile.
Dazzle! Rising Phoenix!
Eagle Fly.
You're mine! Demon Fang! Try this!
Spread.
Yan.
Explosive ring!
Gintama panoorin mo.
I
Kakapanood
need to be
lang niya ng
stronger.
Gintama eh. Kakatapos lang eh. Pag Rage Kahap, nag-quit ako light yung story for me. Baka sobrang dami ko napanood na modern anime. Yeah. Classic yun eh. Luma na yung Lopueki.
There's something in the water.
Ay, fishing. Fishing lang pala. So, Gintama na ako kay movie na lang di pinapanood. Ayaw ng closure, kaya ayaw niyang tapusin. Gago eh.
We should be able to cook here.
Uy, pwede na. Nice. Let's go. Oh, hindi pa rin pwede. Ina naman. Pwede na. Ito, wala na akong pambili. Oh, naubos yung pera ko doon. Tang ina naman. Wala na, gago.
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
Pati bull metal, di ko tinitira. Oh no. Daily Lives of High School Boys. Asobi asobase ang puta umay.
I need any more. Hey, Rinwell.
Tangina
What
yung
was that whole
asobi
legend you were
asobase.
talking about
Patay
earlier,
na pang
back when we were
pambobo.
by the gate?
Huh?
Gago.
Oh, you mean about the Darkwings? It's an old story about a Danon hero that's been passed down for generations.
Like I said, I sure haven't heard it before.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, long ago, there was an evil king who tried to bring all of Dana to ruin. However, a pure black owl heard the pleas of the people and decided to help. It chose a young hero and bestowed upon them a holy flame that was capable of vanquishing the king. The story goes that the young hero challenged the king and defeated them with the flame. Seeing Dana had been saved, the people flew the crest of the Darkwings as thanks to the owl for its help. From what I understand, it used to be a really well-known story before the Renans came.
I guess our people must have forgotten it over time. It's lucky for us you still know it. You sure are well-versed in these sorts of things, Rinwell.
You know, the part where the hero defeats the king with a flame reminds me a little of Alphen.
Come on, it's just a story. Besides, if we're talking about an owl helping anyone, Hoodle would definitely choose Rinwell.
Sure, I might have helped take out our own kind of evil king with the others, but I'm definitely no hero. That and Hoodle's wings aren't even black. Huh.
Tulog na si ano. Sila magluluto.
Hey, that actually came out pretty alright, don't you think?
Devil's part-timer na lang mag-aaral. Tagal na niyan eh. Rurouni Kenshin ang puta. Oh, ba't wala nang ano? Ayoko may pag-usap ng walang mapapala.
Good night, everyone.
Digimon S1 and 2. Puta yan, classic.
Well, off we go.
Tayo, pahinga muna ako mga kaibigan. May stress pa ako ng konti. Pahinga muna ako. Tayo na yan. Kain din ako't matutulog. Mamaya lig na naman. Tayo na. Maraming salamat sa mga tumambay, mga kaibigan. Oh. Bili ka na strawberry. Titignan ko nga kung anong meron eh. Duhat berry ba ang duhat? Yung mura-mura lang. Tapos magtitingnan ko kung paano ako magre-raise ng funds for my mother. Ayoko nga strawberry jam Hanapan mo muna anime si Wilben. Oy puta yan, Ichigo 100% yan. Baka gusto ni Wilben. Ichigo 100%. Tayo na yan. Bago nagkaroon nung mga nga title nun, Kebs? Yung sila, yung anak sila ng mafia at saka anak ng yakuza. Ano nga title nun? Bago nagkaroon ng ganon, Ichigo 100% muna. No? Ayan, ang ganda yan. I like that shit. Nisekoi, yan. Bago nagkaroon ng Nisekoi, meron munang Ichigo 100%. Anyway, yun nga. See you guys later sa Livestream, no? Ichigo Nisekoi. Maganda yung Ichigo 100%. I-try. Kung hindi mo pa napapanood, try mo. So, yun. See you later, guys, kung tatambay kayo sa Livestream. Maraming salamat, Kevin, Wilven, and those silent viewers, no? Bye-bye.